We had Coach Brooks on a couple weeks ago. It's not like he's touting a great record, but he was pointing back to when they got healthy, like a stretch well beyond the 7 games, they've been playing 500 basketball.
Right.
If they simply played 500 basketball, all right, that's probably not good enough to make the playoffs, but I think they're going to be
But
in
you
the
did
playoff
this.
mix.
Well, they have a bunch of winnable games on the schedule potentially. Then Golden State came in here and smoked them.
Yeah, but they won 5 of 6.
Yeah.
I
They won
understand.
five, look, the fact is they're 3 back.
They're playing some bad teams.
Right.
And
They're 3
And look
back.
at the loss column. I think it's less.
loss column is
No, I mean,
No,
they're
there's
3 games
2.
back.
They're 2. It's 2. They got 2 more losses than Orlando.
Yeah. Yeah. But in games behind, they're
Right.
3 games behind them.
I'm just not into chasing 8 seeds. That's all. I guess
see,
you guys are, and I'm not.
I think if
that's
you
the
root for a
difference.
Well,
team,
I don't
watch
think
your
there's any
team.
difference between 8 seed and missing. Like, I'd rather be in.
If you root for a team, don't you want them in the playoffs? Like, if you root for a team, like, you went to Towson.
Yeah.
Wasn't it great when Towson made the NCAA
Of
tournament?
course it was.
Even
Yeah.
when you knew they were
weren't
going to
making it
get
as a
smoked.
1 seed.
Right.
Even when you knew they were
Gave
1 and done.
gave Oklahoma a little bit of a run when they were the 1 seed 100 years ago.
But to answer your question, yes, they have some winnable games on the sched. God, the NBA's been off my radar. 'cause
But
they
I
haven't
don't look
played
at their
in forever.
schedule and I don't look at them and say, yeah, they might make the playoffs. They have a playoff sweat. I just don't even let
It's a
that enter my
grasper.
mind.
Hey, look, it's a local team. I've gone to a couple games this year and into it. I'm grasping that they make the playoffs. They'll get smoked by Milwaukee if they make the playoffs. Of course they will. They'd be lucky to win a game.
You
in a
can't just
7-game
say,
series.
I only want them to go to the playoffs if they have a chance to win a championship.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, Redskins fans would love it. Add a wild card. Maybe you grasp at that wild card spot. You love
course.
it, even if you know you're not going to win the Super Bowl.
Of course, you get lucky, win a couple rounds, have more
And by the
joy
way-
in your life.
Down the stretch here with 20 games to go, whatever it may be, 25.
I think there's about 29. I
yeah,
think.
but I'm saying once they get to that 15 or 20, these teams below them in the East, they're going to be in tankathon mode, my friend.
right.
Like the Bulls and the Hornets and the Pistons, all those teams.
By the way, I think if you took the Wiz season win total
was
like
it?
26 or 26 and a half,
you're going to win.
if you took the over.
Correct.
Yeah,
You're
you're
gonna
going
You're
to
looking
win.
pretty good right now.
If you're betting on
If they
that
go
under-
500 the rest of the way, they'll get to 34, 35 wins.
Yeah.
Actually, Coach Brooks done a pretty good job
All things considered.
because they've had all kinds of injuries. Haven't had John Wall.
Yeah.
John's not coming back.
I thought they'd be worse.
Rui's probably, when he's been on the court, has been a little bit better than expected, I think.
I think so. And obviously,
And getting-
Bertans
and
has
getting
been
rid
great.
of Isaiah Thomas helped. Just helped.
Yeah, it did.
They got
did
better.
help.
All right, so Cleveland, Chicago in the next 2, and then Milwaukee, and then Brooklyn, and then they go out west. But
So Brooklyn with no Kyrie, so you can grasp.
Why don't you just humor me and just click on the Magic's schedule? Just humor me.
Thing is, the Magic, I think,
Orlando's
I
schedule?
think they
Yeah.
like you really gain ground if you play a team and you beat them heads up. I think they may be done with playing Orlando, and
think
Orlando
they
pretty
are.
much pwned them.
But I'm sorry,
think they
maybe
are.
Orlando plays the Bucks and Celtics or
Correct.
whatever. Who do
I
they
just
have?
think 3 games is a lot to make up.
It is.
All right, so Orlando in the next, I'll give you the next 5. Dallas at home, at Brooklyn, at Atlanta, Minnesota at home, at San Antonio. Yeah,
They've got some numbers
they
sprinkled in
go
there.
3 and 2 there. Yeah.
yeah, but they've been playing. Unlike the Wizards, if you were to look at their last 10 games
been
or
playing
even
bad,
15
yes.
games, they've been playing poorer than the Wizards.
They've
The
won.
Wizards in the last 10 are 6 and 4. They're 3 and 7.
Correct.
Right, I'm just
Yeah.
trend lines, my friend. It's a grasper theory, but why wouldn't you root for your home team to make the playoffs?
Of course.
Look, the Caps only went 1 round last year.
I know,
You're a
it
big
was
Caps
disappointing.
fan. Now I know you expected more, but they went 1 round.
It's better
they-
than
Would
not.
you rather them
No.
miss the playoffs?
But again,
if I told you
you're missing
the Caps
part of it.
are maxing out at either 1 playoff round or you get no playoffs.
Of course, I would have taken the 1. But you're
Yeah.
also missing the fact that the Caps had just won the Cup the year before.
Understood.
So you had that afterglow of, well, it sucks they got knocked out, but they just won the Stanley Cup in 2018.
Right, but he's right. This year, what if I told you they're going to make the playoffs but lose in the first round, or I'll save you the frustration and they don't make the playoffs?
It's like 51-49.
Right, so
I'm
you
not,
take it.
But couldn't you build
You'd
on the
rather go-
success? Like I would say, I would think of it this way. This was a year which you knew you were kind of punting. They even brought in guys, short contracts. It's a transitional year. You draft Rui. You want to see the development there. You have some of these younger players. To get in the playoffs would give them experience. And then you get John Wall back and another pick.
I just don't consider making the 8 seed in a weak Eastern Conference that much of a success. Apparently you do. I don't
I'm
think
not
it's
saying it's that much of a success, but it's a stepping stone if you believe you're heading in the right direction.
It's a combination.
You got rid of
It's a
Ernie.
combination of you're better than you thought you were going to be because especially when Wall got hurt, and it's a bad conference.
And it's a building block.
With the exception of maybe 4 teams, the conference is terrible.
Let me ask you a question. If you want to win 50 games, you think it's easier to win 50 if you won 20 the year before or if you won 35 the year before?
Guessing when you win 35, easier to get.
Think it's easier to build on.
Cakes he's all caps right now. He's checked out on the Wizards.
Checked
He's
out.
Just checked
He-
out.
I
he
still
never
follow
checked
them,
in.
but I
He
just
never checked in.
I'm
Never really did.
I'm
he
just
didn't
not
expect anything
I'm
this
not
year.
in on this. Well, maybe they can make that 8 seed sweat. I'm just not.
He thinks
Honestly,
more about swimming out of riptides.
I'm curious
do,
what's going to
yes.
happen. You're jaded by the Ovi era and all
Yes,
the success.
totally.
When Ovi retires,
Yes, that
which might
sad,
be
dark day.
5 or 6 years from now,
Yeah,
if the Caps become a Wizards-like bottom feeder,
right. Which hopefully they will not. They probably won't.
I wonder how you're going to feel about them.
I have more of a soft spot in the ticker for the Caps than I do the Wizards. The Caps are my undisputed 1 seed. They're the 1 seed. The Wizards are they're second. They just
What's your,
are.
what's your 3 seed?
Distant second.
My 3 seed. It's a good
You
question.
don't really
have
have one.
one.
He doesn't really have
Nats.
one.
I've kind
Not the
of
Nats.
honestly,
Not the
I've
Nats.
kind of glommed onto the Terps because 2 of my kids have gone to Maryland.
Oh, good.
All right.
Good
And then what's
for
your
And
4 seed?
I've lived in Maryland my
So now
entire
we're really
life.
getting to the low, to the bottom of the bottom.
Low seed. My 4th
Still
seed.
got the Nats out there,
I don't
He's
know.
not-
He's not thinking about Nats. He's
4 seed.
not thinking
the
about it.
defenders.
No, not the Defenders. I mean, I want them to do well, but they're not the 4 seed. It's the 4
Raiders.
seed.
The Raiders.
No, the Raiders are like a 14 seed.
Oh, really?
By the way,
I mean, I just
DC United.
No,
no, he
I
doesn't.
would. I guess I would begrudgingly put the Nats as my 4 seed.
begrudgingly.
His 4 through 14 would be 10 poker players.
Oh yeah, they'd be much higher than the Nats.
Yeah. Not for me. Much higher.
By the way, you notice no one talks about the XFL.
I don't know that that's true.
We haven't talked about it all week.
Our show.
Oh.
No one talks about it. No one.
I don't
I mean,
know.
maybe you'll see
Chad
something
Dukes
on ESPN.
talks about it. He's a big DC Defenders guy.
Look, I'm not.
So you're out. You're out because you were in early.
I
You
don't
went
even
to the
know who
first
they play
game.
this
Hey,
week.
Well,
They play the
it
LA
doesn't matter.
Wildcats
They're all
on the
same.
road. It's a revenge
To
game.
me, they're all the same.
No,
It doesn't matter who
if
they
you
play.
Were, if you were paying attention to the team in the league, you would know who they play. I don't know. Who
They're
they
playing
The-
at the
the
LA
team-
Wildcats.
The
I know
teams
that.
don't
So
even
you
have
know more than-
identities yet. I mean, they're
Correct.
playing
and
2 games.
I don't think that's going to continue.
Don't worry about who's playing who. I actually worry about
Yeah.
who's playing the Tampa Bay Vipers.
I know
'cause
you
they
bet
stink.
the under.
Let's bet against them and make
So
a
hold
lot
on.
of
I
money.
want you to be on the record
but
as
Vegas-
officially out.
But no, I'm going to pay attention to the scores, but I can't.
Are you betting on it yet?
Yeah, I bet on both
You did.
weeks.
You
yeah.
did.
All right,
Yeah,
let's do this. Let's chop a $500 bet against the Vipers this weekend. That
All
way
right,
you'll
hold
be interested.
I thought I heard-
Houston lays 7 at Tampa. The total's 45.5. I would play the under there.
No. Let's play the side
We can
and
do that.
chop it for $500.
Why don't you put your
And DC
money bags over there? You got so much money you don't even have to take it out of your
I've got a heads up
safety
golf
net.
bet already brewing.
Just put the-
All right, DC plays at LA, like you said. They're laying 8.5. Totals 44.
Is this the Pepper Johnson revenge game? I think
think
it
it
is.
is.
Wasn't he hired by DC after being fired
they
by
knew it was
LA?
what- yeah,
oh,
'cause-
they
all right, you
picked him
guys-
up.
Is that Winston Moss? Is that the head coach?
Yes.
That I don't know.
You think so?
Figure out your bet.
Yes, we'll figure it
Coming
out.
up next, we're going to talk some Nats. Todd Dybus covers the Nationals for NBC Sports Washington. He'll join us here on the Junkies.